Hear me, O man, and consider the weight of the arguments of thy God. Thou hast communed with the spirits of the dead, thy father, mother, and sister, and brother, who are gone for mortality, have spoken to thee in spirit, and thou art convinced. And thy kin and thy neighbor have done so likewise. Ye, from the east to the west, and the north to the south, the communion of angels and a multitude of miracles have stirred up thousands and millions to know that the souls of the dead do live. Moreover, thou wert taught in the youth to say,
I believe in holy communion of angels.
and of a truth this has come to pass, and thou rejoice with all thy heart and soul. Thou puttest aside the ancient scriptures, saying,
Why shall I read them? Do I not converse with heaven itself? Behold, I have seen my father, my mother, my brother, and sister, who were dead. They have spoken to me. There is no devil, nor place of hell.
For a reason thy God has suffered this also to come to pass, that the spirits say there is no God, that there is no higher heaven than to dwell upon the earth, to enjoy the things thereof, to be reincarnated, and to live over and over immortality. That the evidence of my words might be substantiated by thy experience, and thou be led to consider the testimonies present and past in order to comprehend the plane of Hawa's work and the glory and the completeness thereof.
Consider then the result of the angel communion as thou hast found it, and bear witness that Hawa was wise in providing comfort to both the dead and the living by proximity and spirit unto them, rather than a heaven far remote. Nevertheless, this has also been proven unto thee, that there are false angels and wise angels, as well as false seers and wise seers, and that out of the multitude of revelations from them there hath come neither harmony nor good works. They have been puller downers and clearer awayers of the ancient revelations, doctrines, and religions, but they have built not an edifice of unity and glory to the Almighty. And it has been shown that thee not only the seer, prophet, and suez, and miracle worker, but that all people are subjected to the influence of the spirits of the dead, even though unconsciously to themselves. And it has been shown that the spirits of the dead possess for a long period of time the same characteristics and prejudices as when immortality. And since there is neither harmony nor community of life amongst mortals, neither is there harmony nor community of life nor of teaching amongst the angels who manifest unto them.
For the angels, through one prophet, teach one doctrine, and through another prophet, another doctrine, and after the manner of the doctrines of the prophets themselves. Consider also the multitude of infants that die without any knowledge of either earth or heaven, and the multitude of unlearned and foolish and depraved. For all of these, as well as the wise and the good, enter the first resurrection.
And of the wise and the good who strive for continual elevations, how few compared to the whole. Yet, such is the relative proportions of the angels of light and angels of darkness in proximity to mortals. Thus has it ever been. Nevertheless, in time long past, the minority who were wise and good were moved by the Spirit of the Creator upon them, saying,
Come ye together, O all ye who desire to rise in the higher heaven. My heavens are for rising the soul upward forever and ever.
And thy God gathered them together, and said unto them, Behold, this darkness is more than we can bear. Let us hence and inhabit a heaven by ourselves, where there shall be no warring, no falsehood, no malice, no blasphemy against our Creator. And they responded,
Let us hence, and we will covenant ourselves unto Hawa, to return no more to these regions, nor to mortals on earth. For do not the behaviors of mortals invite darkness rather than light? Do they not want us for servants, to find lost treasures, or riches, or social indulgence, or to entertain them with miracles?
Thus it came to pass that the wisest and the best angels departed away from the earth, away from mortals, and away from the inharmonious presence of the legions of the spirits of the dead, and they inhabited a heavenly region by themselves. And they covenanted themselves to Hawa, not to return again single-handed to minister unto mortals, neither to return again to mortals, save they came in phalanxes, and only when duly authorized and directed by the Most High Holy Council and their chief, who was God. Such then was the beginning of the second resurrection, and the condition of the membership required the renunciation of all associations and conditions below it. And the rank of all such angels was angels of God, or angels of Hawa, in contradistinction from the angels of the first resurrection, who know no organization for righteousness' sake. But the mortals be not left in darkness. Behold, thy God and his holy council prepared certain rules of discipline and conduct and commandments, whereby the angels of the second resurrection should be as a unit in their duties and teachings thereafter. Chief of which rules was, the angels of Hawa should never manifest themselves as individuals unto mortals, lest mortals become servants to and worshippers of the spirits instead of the all-highest Hawa. Second to this, that when the angels of Hawa should be appointed to mortals, it should be as guardians over infants, to inspire them by way of the natural consciousness within as to what was right and good in reference to eternal life, and that such guardian angels be in phalanxes of millions and tens of millions, but still in close membership with thy God and his holy council, in order to relieve one another on guard. For by the inspirations of the angels of thy God, the individual entity of a mortal is directed in its normal growth, but by the angels of the first resurrection, mortals are used abnormally by entrancement, by miracles, or by sargas, oracles, or otherwise, that the angels of God might inspire mortals with the same inspiration. Behold, he and his holy council prepared certain instructions with rules, words, commandments, adapted to the understanding of mortals for the good of their souls, pandering not to the earthly desires. Such words being designated as sacred writings in the original, though for the most part perverted or lost sight of afterward. Chief angels over these phalanxes being lords, marshals, captains, and so on. The second resurrection being orderly, disciplined, and organized in its glorious work. Thus, my lords have angels under them who are authorized and ordained in my name, and in the name of Hawa, to abide for times and seasons with mortals as guardians and inspirers, to provide dreams, thoughts, and visions in the minds of mortals, and to otherwise labor in elevating them in purity, love, and wisdom.
Such then are the angels of God and of Hawa, and their teachings are the same as my Lord's and thy God's. Nor doeth one of them teach a matter in one way, and another teach it differently. Howbeit, there are different grades and systems adapted to the different degrees of intelligence of the different peoples of earth.